Welcome to the Crib Room Podcast, where our opinions, we can say our opinions out loud. So if you agree, you agree. If you don't, you don't. That's all up to your opinion.
It's all good. We won't get offended.
Now, let's get into that boardroom.
I like that. The boardroom part. We didn't even talk about that off the recording. That was like improv. That was good. I like that.
Mhm.
So we'll start with SmackDown, but at the end there's some big news. As most people watching this probably already saw the news. There was like 20 releases of wrestlers on the roster like on Friday, like before SmackDown started. So we're gonna save that for the end, for like the news part that we want to start doing. That's gonna be at the very end. We're gonna do all SmackDown first. Also, actually, I didn't even tell you this before we started recording. I actually earlier, right before I came on, I actually saw some Aleister Black news that I want to talk about later.
Okay.
It's not about his release. He was one of them, but it's not about him. It was something else. It was actually about WrestleMania. There's some news that came out about him today that I want to talk about later. I didn't even mention Steve before we started recording. I wanted to surprise you with it. I read something about him before.
Oh, it might be interesting.
Yeah. I'm not just saying that to recording. Like, I actually didn't tell you about this yet. I want to surprise you.
I don't know. Let's see if it's shocking or not.
Yeah. It's definitely interesting. Let's just say it's something that could have happened that didn't because of Pat McAfee. That's all I'm going to say. That's a little hint of what it is.
Okay.
Yeah. The first match ready to go, so here we go. Let's start that. And, so the first thing, we start up Jacob Fatu coming out with his really cool theme song.
My Tribal Chief. My Tribal Chief.
And I actually wrote down a lot of the stuff he said. He pretty much was saying he's been told his whole life he's not ready, but maybe it's time to prove otherwise. You know, Roman saying it adds another chip to his shoulder. Roman saying it just adds another chip to his shoulder. That clearly doesn't need help carrying the weight. And he pretty much saying,
truly, he'll need Roman. Honestly, he can fight for himself, and he doesn't need any team surrounding him. He can take on 1 or 4.
That's exactly why he left Solo's group. He knew he could do it on his own.
Yeah.
And then the Usos came out, and then pretty much Jimmy Uso was trying to convince Jacob, like, hey man, don't go for Roman's belt, go for Cody's instead. He was trying to get away from Roman. He's like, go for Cody's belt instead. You know, that's how it's more meant for you. And then Jey Uso just kept it simple. If you want Roman's respect, prepare for a fight, but he's not handing anything out. That's pretty much what Jey said. Full yeet at the end.
Yeah.
I don't think he said yeet this time. Jey was actually very serious here. I don't think he even said yeet this time.
No, he didn't. Honestly, he doesn't need to worry about anyone. Yeah, back from our break.
Yeah. So then, yeah, after the Jacob and Usos thing happened, and Sikoa came out with the rest of the MFTs. I actually noticed Tall Tonga, the tall one from the Battle Royal last week, was not there. I don't know where Tall Tonga was. He got the week off. The rest of them were there. It was Solo, Tama Tonga, Tanga JC Mateo from New Japan. They all came out solo. And pretty much Solo said he claims ownership for Jacob Fatu's rise in popularity because, you know, Jacob was in his group with him originally. So Solo was busy trying to take credit, saying, you're popular because of me. And then Tama Tonga just goes, hey Jacob, you're a lost cause. And he meets a super kick from Jacob.
Yeah. Yeah. You talk that talk, you're going to get that hit.
Pretty much. And then Jacob pretty much says,
you're going to talk.
Sorry, you go.
Yeah. Yeah, you're going to talk that stuff? Alright then, super kick.
Then Jacob pretty much says one more thing after that. He says, he's not here to debate family politics. He just wants Roman. But before we get there, he needs to fight someone else first. So he channels the Sikoa Sikoa for a match tonight. And then SmackDown GM Nick Aldis comes out and makes it official for the main event. So we'll get that later. That's the main event. Jacob and Silver.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a fun opening promo though. I'm glad to start the show with Jacob.
No,
He's getting like a big push now.
Oh yeah, no, the promo was good. The Usos part was good.
Up to this point, it's the biggest push Jacob's gotten so far. So it's nice to see.
Yeah.
Before he was US champion last year and stuff, but like now he's in the world title picture. So he's like, this is probably the biggest push he's gotten so far.
Oh yeah. I think if he gets when he's pushed right now, he's gonna feed families. Everyone's families on that one.
Yeah. I think that Drew McIntyre feud really helped him. The fact that he got the win too, it made him look really strong.
Oh yeah. Oh, little side note. Drew McIntyre should go back on that thing with Bloodline
Hunter. Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, because when they did that feud, honestly, it was pretty good.
It was really fun.
I don't know why.
Yeah,
I don't know why. Honestly, if they keep going with that, honestly, it will be a good feud.
Yeah. I don't know why they decided to stop it. It was really entertaining. Once again, they could do him versus Roman in Mania. That could have been the final match in the feud. Like, you could have ended with that. Roman doesn't need to be in the main event title picture of Mania every year. You could have just had a normal match of Drew to end the feud.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I can see either Roman winning by
Bloodline help.
Someone intervene. Yeah, Bloodline help or let's just say Seth Rollins came out and attacked them.
I like that actually. That could be fun.
And Seth Rollins said, "Oh, it's my turn to get the title shot." And next pay-per-view, it'll be a three-way.
I like that. Ooh, Drew Roman and Seth added. Take my money.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
That sounds fun. Anything else?
Nah. No, we can move on to the next match.
All right, here we go. So the next thing was the women's United States champ Giulia with John James at ringside. She defended the belt against Tiffany Stratton. They've been feuding for a couple weeks, and Giulia's reign was terrible. So she thankfully lost the title to Tiffany Stratton, which was much needed because the reign was booked horribly. It was a fun match. Most of it was during the commercial break, but it was still fun from what we saw.
Yeah. Honestly, I wasn't really hyped on the feud. I was more like, honestly, I was less interested.
Same.
Cause
I'm a fan of Tiffany, so I'm happy she won. But yeah, same. The feud wasn't really that entertaining.
Yeah, it wasn't like that good. Point it was. Oh wow! I want to see who wins this match.
Yeah, I'm a fan of both. I watched them both in NXT since they've debuted, so I'm just a fan. That's why I'm a fan of both. Like they're both fairly new, a couple of years. I watched them both debut in NXT, so both these ladies I've seen their entire career so far, pretty much.
Effortless confidence follows Giulia.
And they're both very good. So I have a feeling it's gonna be a good match. And I even wrote this down. I got really nerdy at this. I don't know. I'm a stats guy. I like reading fun facts. They're just fun. So I actually have a little stat for her reign. In case anyone's interested, in case anyone's wondering, Giulia's reign lasted 112 days, and she only had 2 defenses. That's kind of sad. We're having only 2 defenses in 100 days. It's kind of sad. 112 days. Her first defense was a SmackDown back in January. She retained against Alexa Bliss. Then the second defense was this one. So she only had 1 successful defense. She only retained against Alexa Bliss, like 4 months ago. And this was her second defense. She only defended it successfully one time. The one she lost to this massive Tiffany was only her second one.
There you see the United
So the reign was
States
112 days.
Championship, already a
Little
hotly
fun fact.
contested title in the women's division.
That's really it. That's all I got to say about it on the match. That's all I got to say about the match.
Okay. Yeah, same here.
Okay, so next, the women's tag champs, Paige and Brie came out. I gotta pull up what they said. But they came out for a promo. Their first promo since becoming the tag champs, basically. Because they haven't really spoken much yet since they won them, until now.
Yeah.
Pretty much they came out and they were kind of having the generic happy to be champion speech kind of thing. And, that's what Brie was doing. Brie was pretty much saying, like, you know, I wish I could have did it with Nikki, my sister, but I'm still happy I'm a tag champ. And she was like, but I got a good replacement in Paige. And then Paige pretty much came out and pretty much was saying, like, it's been a long road back to wrestling. Didn't mention AEW at all, which was kind of funny to me.
Yeah. Yeah, I was about to say, like, honestly, she do better work here than AEW.
Yeah. She was solid there,
Because
not as good.
Because she had better feuds in WWE than.
She really didn't have much matches there either. She didn't really do much of it. She wasn't there a lot. When she first came in, she was there a lot because she had that first big feud with Britt Baker, and after that, she was kind of just not seen for a while.
Yeah, she was pretty much a hire to not let WWE hire her.
Pretty much. Then she won the women's title from Toni Storm, but didn't hold it long.
So she pretty much, so kind of treating her like a joke.
Pretty much, yeah.
Honestly, that's a little disrespectful for Paige.
Yeah, I'm glad she left because of that.
Yeah. Because that's kind of disrespectful for the wrestler and for the superstar.
Yeah, pretty much.
Women's tag team titles are up for grabs.
And then, yeah, Paige was saying it's been a long road back, but I'm finally back and wrestling and stuff. And then she did the whole SmackDown, it was my house, you know, that whole thing.
This is whole house.
Yeah. Then Charlotte and Alexa came out. They interrupted it, pretty much saying, like, congrats, we want to take a title match. It was one of those. Like, I know I'm not going into detail with this, just because we've seen this so many times. We already know where this is going. Leading to a tag title match.
Yeah.
I'm not going into details. There's not much to say. They was just kind of a lot of generic lines. Of like, I want a title match.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's defend. That's all it really was. Then we got almost taking a title match right now. Nick Aldis came out again, made it official, and it happened. So they defended tag titles against Charlexa, as I like to call them, for short. Charlotte and Alexa. Charlexa.
Yeah.
So the match, it was alright. I mean, personally, I'm not a huge fan of Brie Bella, but the R3 I like, so like, yeah. It was.
For me, I'm the same way, but different people. Yeah. For me, it's Charlotte.
For me, I felt like that. I felt that way about her for years till this team. Before this team, I never liked her. Never, ever, ever.
For me, like I said, before, the person, she's probably a wonderful person. Gimmick-wise, no.
Yeah.
I don't care gimmick. But when the team came out from NXT for the new team, honestly, I was thinking a good way to introduce yourself. To go after the people who were there first, trying to say, "Hey, now we're here."
They went to pretty big names
too.
Pretty big names too, not just some jobber losers. They went after some pretty big names.
Oh yeah, especially the Bells and
yeah,
and Paige and Charlotte.
Yeah. So that's actually what happens next. Toward the end of the match, for people who don't know, this team that attacked, it's actually an NXT faction. They're called Fatal Influence. Their names. So I watch NXT. I know who they are. The leader who attacked Paige. The match got DQ'd. They retained by DQ. And the reason they retained by DQ is because JC Jane attacked Paige. She is the leader of this faction. She was just the NXT Women's Champion like 2 months ago. So I kind of had a feeling you were getting called up soon. Just didn't know when. She's the leader of the group, JC Jane, the one that attacked Paige. Then the other two, the one with the long blonde hair, her name is Fallon Henley. The one with the ponytail is Laney Reed. That's their names. So they pretty much beat them up. That's the match. The match got DQ'd by JC Jane attacking Paige. Then they pretty much beat up the whole faction, beat up Charlotte and Paige and Brie, like all 4 of them.
Yeah.
And then
yeah, stubborn. Yeah, because their song, yeah, we're the new blood here.
Yeah. So pretty much all 3 of them debuted. They got all called up pretty much at the same time for faction. They stayed as a team.
It wasn't tough enough contending with one opponent. Now you got to deal with 2.
Yeah, we're the new blood around you, like you said. Yeah.
Yeah, we're the new blood around here.
Yeah.
Move aside for our glory.
Good fun debut.
Yeah.
Oh, that could break an arm.
Honestly, I kind of like that when a new person comes and goes after the guy who's here.
Yeah, same. That's fun. That was just for that part. Then we got like another video of Royce Keys, and it was just pretty much him in his hometown of California.
California.
Those who don't know who he is, he's from AEW. His name there was Powerhouse Hobbs. He was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I've seen some of his works. So yeah, I think it's pretty good.
He was in a fun faction with Samoa Joe. They're both really cool together. They're both big dudes. They were both pretty fun together.
Yeah, two nice big movie men.
Yeah, exactly. All right, next thing. Undisputed WWE Champion Cody Rhodes came out. Still got that big black eye, but it's not as bad. It's starting to heal up.
Yeah.
He pretty much said if Randy thought a punt to the skull was good enough to put him down, well, guess again. And then he said many didn't end of him laid out because he chose not to stay down. Walking up that ramp wasn't just survival, it was a statement. He gets knocked down, gets back up.
Yeah, pretty much saying, yeah, I'm still on top. You can't defeat me.
Yeah, pretty much. And then he's pretty much saying, he pretty much said like, anyone who wants a title shot, you know, any open invites are here. NXT, Raw, SmackDown, it don't matter. If you want a shot, you know where to find him. Just don't expect it to go well. That's what he said.
Yeah. And I give you a shot. You better hope you can take it away from me. Yeah,
basically.
I'm coming for you. Come for my title.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Not really much to talk about here. It was pretty short promo.
Yeah, nice and short and sweet.
Yeah. Alright, next thing. Damian Priest and R-Truth. Damian Priest and R-Truth defended WWE Tag Team titles against the MFTs, Tama, Tonga, and JC Mateo. Who remembers the group?
Alright. Here back. Alright, we're gonna take a little break and yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. We're back from the break and we can continue what we're talking about.
Well, not much to talk about here though. It was just a match. It wasn't a promo or anything, but it was fun. The tag team match. It was good. I don't know what else to say. It was a good match.
Yeah.
Oh, and they retained. I should have mentioned that part. Damian Priest R-Truth still tag team.
Yeah.
Here we go, baby.
Okay, here we go. Next thing, the U.S. champion Trick Williams comes out.
Yeah,
And,
Mr. Whoop that trick.
Yeah. And he said, he came out with Lil Yachty again, as a little hype man. I said this before. I'm not usually a fan of the celebrities, but Lil Yachty with Trick was actually very, very entertaining. I actually don't mind them together.
Yeah.
He's very entertaining because also it's like most time usually the celebrities like Pat McAfee and Jelly Roll, just like them for example, most of the time the celebrities get involved in the wrestling matches and they ruin it. Lil Yachty has not really gotten involved that much. He's kind of just been Trick's hype man.
Oh yeah.
And during this promo, both Trick and Yachty were acting very babyface and Sammy's acting very heel. So I think it's a sign of what's to come. I don't think like Sammy's fully turned yet because like he hasn't really snapped yet. He keeps saying in the promos his promos to my day oneers, you know, I love you guys and stuff like. So like I don't think he's like really fully turned yet. But like once he just snaps and beats up Trick really badly, that's gonna be like that's gonna be the moment right there. I think it might happen at Backlash because I think I'm assuming that's where we're going. It's a rematch at Backlash because they're still feuding. And Trick's gonna retain there, and Sammy's gonna snap. Anyway, Trick and Yachty came out. You know, it was basically a celebration. It was U.S. title win celebration. They had like balloons, banners, champagne. The gingerbread man was back.
Oh yeah, Mr. Gingerbread Man.
Yeah. And then I wrote a bunch down for this too. Trick soaked it in and made it clear what the people came for. He says, "No small talk, just 3 words. Whoop that Trick."
Oh yeah.
That's what he said.
And here he comes.
Yeah, with those
Trick.
Yeah, with his shoes.
Yeah, that's true. He's lemon pepper steppers, he says.
Yeah.
But also possesses uncanny speed
and Yachty grabbed the mic and said, he called, if this is Trick's new nickname, I like it. Yachty called Trick the Prophecy. That's what he called him, the Prophecy. If that's a new nickname for him, I like it. It fits him. I like that.
Yeah.
And then Yachty said, he immediately shut down the door and said, "No more U.S. title open challenges." And then he says, in translation, the champ is not taking walk-ins anymore. He's pretty much saying the champ's not taking walk-ins anymore. You gotta earn your shot. So basically, he's pretty much saying the open challenges for the U.S. title that have been happening for the last couple months are over now. Trick wants him to earn it. So they're over for the meantime. He wants people to earn it.
Yeah. Pretty much they're saying like, enough with this freebies.
Yeah.
Now I got earn it to face me. Yeah. If you don't earn it, you know, it ain't worth my time.
So they're once again closed for the foreseeable future. They come back every couple of years when Craig runs out of ideas. Like, because, you know, John Cena started at the U.S. title years ago. Then as soon as he lost it, they got rid of them. Then last year, they brought it back when Sami Zayn won it. Then he lost to Ilya Dragunov, and Dragunov kept doing it. Then he lost to Carmelo Hayes. Carmelo Hayes kept doing it. Then more recently, Sami Zayn won it back again. He didn't really do it because, you know, he just went right into the mania of Trick. And then Trick won it. And now it's over. So they were doing it for the last couple of months. For like 4 or 5, the last 4 or 5 U.S. champions were doing it. So I honestly, I'm happy them taking a break from it because, like, eventually, if you keep doing it every week, you're gonna run out of challengers. You're gonna beat everyone on the roster at some point, and you're gonna run out of people to defend against.
One of the most prestigious titles in all of sports entertainment.
Honestly, I think Sami Zayn was sure if you're gonna lose it again.
Maybe.
He's like, you know what? I know last time I did this and I lost. You know what? I'm not gonna do it. Because I like losing.
He also didn't really have time to do an open challenge because, like, as soon as he won it, like, he went right into like his first defense of the reign at Mania of Trick. That was like his first defense in the reign, first and only one in the second reign. So he didn't really have time to do an open challenge because it was right before Mania when he won it. But anyway, somewhere. Then pretty much Trick said if you want him, come find him, and you earn your shot. And then the gingerbread man was he was just standing there vibing. But then out of nowhere, he suddenly turns violent, cracking Triple H in the back with the candy cane he's holding. And the mask comes off, and surprise, it's Sami Zayn. He was in the gingerbread man outfit. It was him all along. And then he just dropped Yachty and Trick with the candy cane and started beating them up pretty much. Then his finisher, the haluva kick, he haluva kicked them both.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
And right after he does his finisher, everyone started booing him.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, this whole like fan base is officially turned on him now. Like I haven't heard him get cheered in like the last couple of weeks. The fans are officially turned on Sami. They gotta make him a heel. And it's already happened. It already seems to be again. They've been teasing it for weeks now. Like he already is starting to turn heel. Like it's already happening pretty much. It's just a slow burn.
Yeah, it's a slow on the burner till you increase it.
Pretty much. And Trick and Yachty are acting very babyface in this. Like even though, yes, Trick said like no more open challenges, and you could say like of course because a heel champion, they're not gonna do open challenges and be a fighting champion like a babyface would. But like at the same time, it's like it's kind of fair. He wants him to earn it.
Yeah.
So it's like 50. It's like a heel champion doesn't want to be a fighting champion, but at the same time he wants you to earn it. So is that really being a heel? I don't know.
No, not really.
Yeah.
The champion hammered away at.
Yeah, Zayn making quite the impression.
That was pretty much it. Sami just beat him up. Anything else you want to say?
Out of the whole promo, honestly, that was one of my favorites of the night.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Him and Jacob honestly were my top two. It was him and Jacob.
Yeah. My Cal Chief. he raised it to the roof.
Yes. I'm not even gonna twist the match for this one because this match went so fast. There's not even a need. By the time we're done explaining this, the entrances are not even gonna be done. There's no point in changing the match because of how quick this went. Danhausen versus The Miz. This was so fast, it's not even worth changing the match. By the time I'm done talking about it, the match won't even be started. Danhausen won. He's 2-0. That's it. He's been swinging at The Miz and Kit Wilson for a little bit now. This was his second match. He's undefeated, 2-0 because Kit Wilson and The Miz, he beat them both, so now he's 2-0 on the main roster. Undefeated in curses and in wins. Danhausen, one loss record and curse record, both undefeated.
Honestly, if I see Danhausen, I'm staying away because I want to get cursed.
Yeah, same. Every curse has so far. He's undefeated in curses too.
Yeah. Because ever since he cursed the speed, I'm stepping away from him. But I want to get cursed.
Yeah, pretty much. And he once again cursed the Miz. It was kind of the same thing he did to Kit Wilson, where he made the ring explode. Well, like the side of it. He did the same thing again in the Miz, pretty much. And he won. That was it. Okay, this part. Alright, here we go. So, WWE Women's Champion Rhea. I'm assuming she's officially on SmackDown now, probably. She's officially switched over. Huge pop for her, like always, because she's very probably one of the most popular women in the company. She's very over. Always gets a huge reaction. As always, she got a huge pop when she heard her music hit. She came out and basically said, hang on, I'm scrolling on my phone really quick. She gave Jade Cargill props for showing up on the big stage and looking good in there, but made it clear this wasn't about respect, it's about what comes next. And according to the champ, it's a whole lot of women getting their shot, someone who actually plans to fight. That's what she said. Then, out came once again from earlier, Fatal Influence, the faction. When I first saw this, I was like, wow, these boos are crazy. Like they actually hate this. They hate these women. It's crazy. They were booing around the building. But then as we were watching on YouTube, I'm like, wait a second, this sounds very piped in and fake. After rewatching it, I think it was piped in, but could have been some real heat too. But you can even see in the background, the fans, like some of the fans in the background you see on camera, they're not even booing. You could tell they're visibly just sitting there.
Yeah.
So yes, some of the boos might have been real because they are heels, but like at the same, and they attacked Paige, so fan favorite. You attacked a fan favorite, boo. You're interrupting Rhea, fan favorite, boo. So some of them could be real. But you can literally hear the boos like go in and out, and it sounds like they're on a loop, the same noise over and over again. And then as soon as Rhea talks, out of nowhere they just suddenly just stop, silence. That doesn't happen. That's a guy in a production truck saying, "All right, hit the button to stop the boos." That's what it sounded like to me. It's like so I'm a little annoyed with that. I hate they've been doing this since the pandemic. I hate when the company pipes in noise because it's like let the crowd do what they want to do. I hate when they do that.
Yeah. Let the fans be a fan.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I don't know. So it could have been real, but it sounded very fake after hearing it the second time.
Jane, a superstar with a
so
rock
through the
star
boos,
attitude.
JC Jane was trying to talk to the boos. When she was finally able to talk, she said, she'll give Rhea credit where it's due, but then she said, actually give the credit to us. Classic heel thing. And then the appearance said, she wanted to make sure everyone remembered that they already wrecked a few fan favorites earlier tonight, referring to attacking Paige and Brie and Alexa and Charlotte. Rhea's response basically was, "You might want to quit while you're still standing," pretty much. And then basically Rhea was like, "I don't care if I'm outnumbered, I don't want to wait to have a fight. Not next week, not next month, right now. She wants a match with Rhea. Also, once again, Rhea wants a match with JC Jane, I meant to say. I said the wrong name. Then Nick Aldis comes out to make Rhea versus JC official after the commercial break. So that's the next match. Rhea Ripley versus JC Jane. It's not for the title. It's just like give it JC your first SmackDown debut. It wasn't for Rhea's title or anything.
Yeah.
But it was a pretty fun match. They made JC Jane look really good. It was very similar to what happened with Sol Ruca on Raw with Liv Morgan. It was basically the exact same thing. Of like, new star called up, getting their first match against the champion, not for the title, but looking really good in defeat. It was basically the same thing. Like basically in this situation, JC was Liv and JC was Sol Ruca and Rhea was Liv. It's kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
It was a fun match. Don't like the ending. I thought the ending was kind of annoying and dumb. But because the ending was Rhea winning by DQ, because toward the end of the match, the other two members, Fallon, Henley, and Lane, Rhea, the other two members of the faction, they attacked Rhea and helped JC beat her up. So because they attacked Rhea, Rhea won by DQ. I didn't really like that finish, but the beatdown was good.
Yeah.
Beatdown was fine. I just didn't like how the match ended. I didn't like how Rhea won it. I didn't like the DQ. So yeah, that's the whole breakdown. What are your thoughts on it?
Getting out and slapping on the wrist now.
Honestly, as a heel standpoint, very good.
Yeah.
And the match was pretty good, but it was just a good match. There's not much to say on it.
It was. For her debut, she was pretty good in there.
Oh yeah.
Like they didn't even get this much heel heat and boos in NXT. That's also why I thought it's just fake, because like even NXT they weren't getting booed this hard. They were actually getting cheered a lot on NXT, which is ironic with their heels. They were actually getting cheered.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.